All right, everybody. Welcome to your weekly podcast with me, Ryan Palmberg. I'm the owner of Conquer Fitness. This weekly podcast was designed to help deliver you guys answers to your questions about anything fitness, lifestyle, and nutrition. So, again, my name is Ryan Palmberg. We did a poll yesterday on Instagram and Facebook. We asked all of our followers to give us a couple questions that I can answer for you. So, I'm just going to go ahead and answer the top 3 questions that came through. Question number 1. What are some healthy snack options you recommend for fueling up before a workout? Great question, right? So what do I recommend you eat prior to a workout? So first of all, I call this like our peri-workout nutrition window, right? Peri-workout nutrition window is our before, during, and after our workouts. How do we fuel our body for the best results? So to answer the question first directly, I'll tell you what I do for myself first. My pre-workout meal, so I eat my meal about an hour to an hour and a half before I work out. And that meal is gonna consist of a healthy balance of protein, carbohydrates, and fats, right? The protein is there to help us rebuild our muscle when it starts breaking down. The carbohydrates are there to give our body a fuel source to take immediately so we're fueled up and have energy during that workout. The fat source is gonna be there. So when we take in our protein and our carbohydrates, our body's gonna try to metabolize that pretty quickly, right? The fat sources digest in the body a lot slower. So instead of us getting like a spike in our energy levels and then a crash halfway through the workout, that fat source is gonna help us keep like a stable energy throughout the entire workout so we have no crash, right? So again, for myself, I personally do a Greek yogurt, about a 1/4 cup of granola, and then 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. So that's about 7 grams of fat right there. That's gonna keep me just about perfect so I have energy throughout my entire workout. I'm gonna feel great, I'm gonna get a great pump in the gym, and my energy is gonna be stable throughout the entire lift, right? Now, I also like to fuel myself in the middle of my workout as well. For me, I take in a essential amino acid drink while I work out. The essential amino acids, that word essential in there means that our body cannot produce it. So we need to take in an exogenous source, right? Amino acids are the smallest form of a protein, right? There's a bunch of amino acids, they come together, they make up that 1 gram of protein. So why I take those amino acids during the workout is because those amino acids are what turns on, if we'll call it like the muscle building factory within our body, right? It's what gets our body prepared to start repairing itself. And now if we take those proteins that we ate before, and I'll talk about in a second the proteins we eat after the gym, that's gonna start putting those proteins to use immediately, helping us repair those muscles as fast as possible. The post-workout meal, the meal we have right after we work out. So if you're like me, I kind of build up a little bit of an appetite while I work out, and then when I'm done working out, my body kind of switches nervous systems and it lets me know like, hey, wow, I need to get some food in now, or I'm gonna be feeling really crappy here in a few minutes, right? So we definitely wanna get us in some carbohydrates, right? We know we need to replace and refuel the stored glycogen that we used in the middle of the workout. So some kind of faster acting carbohydrates, so like for me personally, like I think a good meal after the gym is gonna be like some white rice and a protein source, right? So whether that protein source is chicken or beef or whatever it may be, we want to try to also limit the fat intake with that after the workout gym meal, because again, we want to get those nutrients back into our body, back into the muscle building factory as fast as possible, and that fat's gonna slow us down a little bit. If you have a little bit of fat, don't stress, it's still gonna work. I would just pay attention to how we feel. Like if we're starting to get a little lightheaded, we wanna have a little more carbohydrates with that meal as well, right? All right, hopefully that helped you out. Thank you, by the way, that question was from Crystal. Crystal, thank you so much. Our second question, this is coming in from Eric Bonaducci. Okay, how do I stay motivated to exercise regularly, especially on the days when I feel tired or unmotivated? Good question. I think we can all kind of relate to that. And honestly, that was me yesterday. I had a hard time. I was already in the gym. I was in my office, but it took me quite a bit of time to get out here on the floor and actually get my workout in. So how do I stay motivated, right? Honestly, motivation I think is the wrong word we need to use here. Motivation is a very fleeting, high energy feeling, right? So we can't rely on motivation, because in our fitness journey, whether we have big goals, small goals, or we're just doing this as a lifestyle choice, we can't rely on ourselves to stay motivated all the time, right? We have a bunch of external factors, work, life stresses, kids, whatever they may be, that might kind of like bog our motivation down and make us tired and not want to get into that gym. So what I would say is we need to replace that word motivated with the word like dedicated, right? How can I stay dedicated? And how can I stay dedicated to exercising regularly is we need to rely on the systems and the habits and the daily routines that we put in place to make this a priority for us. So the first thing I think we need to do is one, like schedule a time in the day on the days that we need to work out. So whether you're gonna work out, 3 times a week, 5 times a week, make a certain time, communicate that certain time with your family members and the important people around you that need to know about that. Leave that phone in the car when you get into the gym, right? We need to take this hour, 30 minutes, however long you have to get into there, we need to take that, and that needs to be like, that's our time. We're doing this for us. We need to set our distractions aside. So like when I work out, my phone stays in the gym, or if I go to another gym, my phone stays in the car. That's our time to focus. We need to be prepared, right? Let's prepare ourselves the night before. Pack that pre-workout meal from the question before, pack that in our lunchbox so we can have that when we're leaving work. Get our clothes ready, have a gym bag prepared for ourselves, right? Have your gym clothes in the gym bag the night before, put that bag in your car. Let's just get ourselves in a routine and set some habits in place that'll get us to get into the gym, right? So again, it's not about staying motivated, it's about being dedicated and having plans and routines in place for us to allow us to do that. And then just get out of our head and just get the work done. I think it was Michael Jordan had a really good quote that I liked, and it was, and I'm gonna misquote this right now, I know, but the quote was, I have one rule, and that one rule is to, even when you don't feel like going to the gym, go in the gym, do one set, and then you can decide if you wanna leave or not. And I guarantee you, if you can get in the gym, do that one set of your exercise, you're not gonna leave, you're gonna be hooked. You're gonna say, all right, I'm already here, I'm already starting to feel better, and you're gonna have a great workout, right? All right, our last question, and this is actually, okay, what are your go-to strategies for staying consistent with healthy eating habits while juggling a busy schedule, right? This is kind of a softball question. This is for my wife, so thank you, Summer. But let me answer it for you guys anyway. So what are my go-to strategies for staying consistent with healthy eating habits while juggling a busy schedule, right? I think we can all relate to having a busy schedule. I know I do. I know all my clients have busy schedules. So what I do and what I do for my clients and what we help our clients out with is creating structured meal plans that allow us to prepare in advance, right? So what I do on Sundays is our day, we cook enough food for about 3 to 4 days. So on Wednesday or Thursday, we recook again, but we cook our meals and we place those meals in Tupperware containers and we put them in the fridge. So then by the time Monday morning rolls around, I go in the fridge, I pull my meal out, I pull my yogurt meal out, and I pull my lunch meal out, and I put those directly into my lunch bag with an ice pack, right? I take those to work with me. Now I know when I get to work, there's no more thinking involved. I'm not gonna go out to eat for lunch. I've got the food in my bag, I pull it out. I know it's got a healthy balance of protein, fats, and carbohydrates, and I know it's gonna support my goal. And now I don't have to go out to eat. I don't have to figure out what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna make any bad choices. It's gonna keep me on plan and keep me consistent, right? That's the biggest thing is we all know the saying, prepare or plan to prepare or prepare to fail. So if we can get our meals prepared, set them in the fridge, bring them with us whenever we go on trips or traveling or to work, we're gonna have success with us, all right? Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Again, this is our weekly segment, so shoot me some questions. I don't care if it's via text, email, Instagram, Facebook, however you can get a hold of me, do it in person. Get these questions to me, and I will be sure to answer these questions on this podcast every week. If you need help with any of the topics that we covered, feel free to contact me, and we will get you guys set up, all right? Thanks again. This is Ryan Palmberg from Conquer Fitness. Have a great day.